The delegates who are in Namibia for a 3-day assessment and validation will engage different stakeholders and propose recommendations and improvements. The Director General of Anti-Corruption Commission, Paulus Noah, says the findings and recommendations will be a learning experience for Namibia from good practices of other authorities in a bid to improve domestication and implementation of the convention.
It will help Namibia to ensure that Namibia pass all the necessary laws and policies that are geared towards, strengthening good governance, because it's all about good governance, transparency, and accountability. And the purpose of the review is just to make sure that these principles of governance, transparency, and accountability are strengthened. This can only be strengthened by the law that are being developed,
This is the second review of the convention. The first one was done in 2010 to 2015, where guidelines and new legislations were passed and reviewed. Tanya Sanducci from the International Center of United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime in Vienna, Austria, says the 3-day visit will look at prevention and asset recovery, review laws such as Access to Information Bill, civil society, and a segment on public sector and conflict.
We coordinate the process, we facilitate the review process. The outcome of the review will be a country review report, much as was the case in the first review cycle, which will shed light on good practices. How is Namibia doing in implementing the UNCAC provisions? What are successes? What are things that work well? And what are perhaps observations where maybe additional work may be needed or could be useful, also in terms of learning and experience from other countries.
Sanducci did not want to preempt when probed if Namibia is on par with the convention standards.
Without wanting to preempt or prejudge the outcome of the visit, I can tell you that the review focuses on two main thematic areas. It focuses first on the prevention of corruption, and then secondly on asset recovery. So many of the reviewers' questions are just to better understand Namibia's anti-corruption laws and institutions. So there are questions, for example, and there will be a segment on the anti-corruption strategy, the new strategy.
Actions informed by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime have been integrated in national blueprints. In accordance with Article 5 of UNCAC, Namibia developed the first national anti-corruption strategy and action plan. Selima Henok, NBC News, Windhoek.